From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, Sonny and Cher.
You did a nice job on that song.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
How you feeling? Good and spunky?
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Got a sore throat or
anything? Little bit, yes.
Do you?
Yes.
No, that's too bad.
Right.
Is it okay? Can you get through the show all right?
I think I will manage.
Okay, good. Excuse me, I got some stuff.
You seem a little bit strange tonight.
Why?
Well, I mean, you're not picking any lint off my dress. You're not brushing the hair out of my teeth or my eyes or...
Oh, no.
No, I mean,
I'm not strange.
You're giving up housekeeping?
No, not there. Yeah, there you are. Okay?
All right, now, would you take something off my dress?
Sure. What?
Your hand.
Sure. I just feel, you know what?
What? Once
in a while, there's nights when you just feel something, you know? And tonight is one of those nights when I feel there's something special between us tonight.
Yes, there is, and he's standing backstage.
No, Cher, even though we're not married anymore, I still am interested in how you're doing. You know, for instance, I'm interested in your sleeping habits these days.
Son, if you want to know about my sleeping habits, you can read the Enquirer like everybody else.
No, really. No. Give a little hand for that.
Thank you.
Anyway, no, it's interesting because when we were married, remember when Cher and I were married, this is the truth. She had, she always had trouble sleeping. And when I went to bed, I'd go to sleep just as soon as I put my head on the pillow, bang, I was out.
Yeah, maybe that's why we're not married anymore.
Now, Cher is being flippant, as usual, folks. But as long as we were together, this is true, she could never fall asleep unless the TV set was on. I guess in the dark, maybe you needed some security or something.
Would you believe entertainment?
Anyway, folks, it really took me a long time to get used to having the TV set on every night. And can you fall asleep now with the TV set on every night?
You mean without it on?
Yeah, I mean, did you ever get past that?
Yes,
do
I
you
can.
still have to have the
no,
TV set
I don't
on?
have to have it on. I can sleep perfectly without it.
You can?
Yes.
You just hit your head on the pillow and you're out?
Well, no, but I mean, I don't need the TV set anymore.
Oh, I see. So you don't have a problem with,
No,
with
no.
sleep,
No, I don't.
entertainment?
No.
No. Well, okay. Well, thanks a lot, Cher, because now I need the TV set on.
That's easy to understand.
Why?
Well, these days, you're the one that's in need of entertainment.
Oh, yeah?
I've got some emotions like a child that lost his toy.
Maybe, baby, you think these tears I cry are tears of joy.
A child can cry so much until they do everything you say.
I'm like a child, my tears, they just won't go away.
I know that love can last for years, but how can love last for 3 years? Now ain't that peculiar?
It's the Sonny and Cher Show. Starring Lyle Wagner and his dancing biceps. Ted Ziegler as a soldier who finally came back from Canada. Special guest stars Marilyn, McCoo, and Billy Davis Jr. crossing the finish line in the Dixie 500. Special attraction Muhammad Ali hosting the Howard Cosell Look-alike Contest. All this and more tonight on the Sonny and Cher Show.
And there, here you are.
Oh, thanks very much. How much is it?
That will be 5 big ones.
You must be crazy.
I want to watch it. You are so messy. I cannot believe it. That must really be a bad patch. Even the oven can't stand it.
Hey, Rosa, Luigi, come here, man. I got some great news for you guys.
Okay,
Come
okay,
here, come
okay.
here.
We're ready to hear it.
You're retiring.
He's gonna pay us.
Guess who's coming to Sonny's Pizza?
Let me guess. A mob of angry townspeople.
Luigi, don't you have any respect? Hey! Hey!
Thanks, Rosa.
Right. You shouldn't say stuff about Sonny's Pizza. Should be 2 mobs of angry townsfolk.
Okay, you guys, have your fun, but you're gonna be very impressed because you know who's coming here?
No.
A big celebrity.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear it.
I said a big celebrity. I mean a celebrity.
We know about your celebrities. You want to show them his celebrities?
Yeah, come on over here, come on over here. Celebrity. Here we have Andy Armbruster, right? The well-known greengrocer who ate a pizza with everything.
And is now in the hospital with everything. And let us not forget, Ferd Livermore, your favorite dry cleaners, right? He used to be a steady customer at Sonny's Pizza until he went to the big pizzeria in the sky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Let me show you something. Feast your eyes on this.
Hey.
That's a picture of the champ, Muhammad Ali.
You're darn right that's a picture of the champ.
You know Muhammad Ali?
Correction. Muhammad Ali knows me.
Well, nobody's perfect.
You know, I'm still amazed he remembers me. And on the phone, he sounded like he couldn't wait to get over here, really. After all these years, you know what's gonna happen? The champ, I mean the champ of the whole world is gonna walk through that door and walk right up to me and look me right in the eye. And he's gonna say very softly to me, Sonny, thank you very much for everything.
kill you!
Well, 2 out of 3. I mean, he did come through the door and he did look him in the eye.
Wait a minute, Champ. I thought you came here to thank me.
Thank you? Thank you for what?
Don't you remember years ago when... Why are you rolling up your sleeves? When you were young, struggling interior decorator?
Decorator?
Well, what he's trying to say, darling, is I like to kind of rearrange things.
Yeah, I know. I saw George Foreman's face.
Just a minute, Champ. Don't you remember you were broke and starving, and one night I gave you a free pizza with everything on it? Don't you remember that?
Remember? How could I forget? Eating that darn pizza changed my whole life. Every time I taste it, it made me so mad I had to hit something. That's how I took up boxing, eating your pizzas.
And you've done quite nicely at it, too.
Thank you. Now, I'll tell you something else, sucker. Every time I got in the ring with people like Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, I didn't see their faces. It was your face I saw. It was your face. I pretended every time I hit them, it was the man who gave me that pizza. I was hitting him. That's what I thought about. And now, sucker, right here, I'm gonna get you right now.
Hold it. I think you should be grateful. If he hadn't given you the pizza, you would not be the champion of the entire world.
Hey, maybe you have a point. I never thought about that. Maybe I should kind of thank you after all.
Oh, you mean you're not mad anymore, Champ?
No, I always wondered how life would have been if I was a decorator.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, Champ. You're really welcome. And, you know, gee, hey, you guys, I'd love to commemorate this moment. How about another free pizza?
No.
With everything on it.
No, listen.
Mushrooms,
listen,
pepperoni,
no,
any way
keep
you
it.
want.
Thank you, keep it. Look, a guy can only be champion once. That's enough. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Champ, before you go,
Yeah.
would you sign your picture?
Yeah, well, let me see.
Got
my
your
pen.
jacket here?
Here you are, champ.
Right.
I'll get my pencil here. I'll sign your picture. I don't mind.
Thanks a lot, Champ.
Anything, just let me out of here.
Hey, champ, you signed the wrong picture.
No, I didn't. That's how I looked before I ate his pieces. Happy. Bye, everybody.
So long, champ.
Rosa.
Quick thinking,
Quick
huh?
thinking.
Yes.
I want to thank you. You really saved my
Right.
neck.
Pepperoni.
Yeah. I'm glad you told him I was responsible for him becoming champ.
Me too.
That was
Oh,
really
sure
close.
was.
Hey, don't relax, boss. Here comes Foreman, Fraser, Patterson, and Norton. And they don't look too happy.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Let's go eat.
Chinese. Ladies and gentlemen, Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr.
Baby, come as you are with just your heart, and I'll take you in. You're rejected and hurt. To me, you're worth what you have within.
Now I don't need no superstar, 'cause I'll accept you as you are. You won't be denied, 'cause I'm satisfied with the love you inspire. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show.
Honey? Honey, hurry and get out of the shower. I emptied the trash for you, and I want my dinner. I want it now. I'll get it.
All right, Buster, I've just about had it with you. You think I don't see you slinking around the alley, pretending to be taking out the trash, when all you really want to do is get a look at me through my bedroom window?
Hey, what do you mean?
Hey, look, you want to look at me? All right, go right ahead. Take a look. Drink me in. Honestly, you sex-starved suburbanites are all alike. I've had my trouble with a peeping Jane before. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If it happens again, I am calling the police.
Hey, listen, I know a come-on when I see it. It's not my fault that you're constantly parading around in front of an open window without a stitch of clothing on.
Can I borrow your razor?
Yeah, honey, it's in the drawer next to the
Oh,
sink.
thank you, honey. Oh, you know, I almost got some towels just like that for my bathroom.
All right, now come on. I mean, this has gone.
Why is there a strange man standing in our living room with nothing on but a towel?
I was taking a shower.
In my living room?
No, in my apartment. You see, I live in the singles building across the street, and I just happened to catch your wife leering at me through my bedroom window. And if you can't keep this cheap thrill seeker from spying on me, I am going to turn her in.
Hey, you just hold it there, big fella. You hold on a minute. You're talking about my wife.
Yes.
My wife does not need you for cheap thrills. She's got me. I don't know who this... Honey, would you please tell this gentleman, and I use that term very loosely, to get out of our house?
I am not leaving until your husband knows the truth.
Accidentally, honey, I did look in the guy's window, but I mean, I couldn't help it, honey. He was parading around in front of it, half naked, like he was Burt Reynolds or something. No big deal.
That's not true.
It's not my fault if his bedroom window is in direct line of vision when I empty the trash cans.
It is not in a direct line of vision with your trash cans.
It is when they're piled one on top of another and I'm standing on them.
Sweetheart, why are the trash cans stacked that way?
I don't know, honey. I think that the trash man probably likes it that way.
Gee, that's awful. Don't tell me the trash men peek in on you, too.
Everybody ogles me.
No
It's
kidding.
awful being a sex object. Sometimes I just feel like throwing in the towel.
No, not in my house.
Well, I hate it. It's been that way all my life. Everybody wants my body. You don't know what it's like being a sex object.
No.
Being gorgeous and sensational. Obviously, you never will, so I'll tell you about it. You see, I'm a steward for United Airlines. And believe me, those skies are getting just a little bit too friendly. All those grabby business ladies with their crude jokes asking me to move my tail for them. I'm not only gorgeous, I have a brain. The capital of Denmark is Reykjavik.
That's Iceland.
Well, all right. The capital of Denmark is Iceland.
Well, that's kind of like having a brain. That's good. I mean, you poor thing. Really, people are just making you a sex object all the time. That's awful to have people peeping in your window and leering through your lattice like that and turning you into a sex object.
Yeah, if it gets any worse, I'm going to be forced to buy some curtains.
You don't have any curtains in your window?
Of course not. I love to feel the fresh air and the warm sunshine on my body when I do my nude exercises in front of the window every morning.
You just hold it now. Wait. Don't hold it there. Stand up. Now, just a minute. No wonder people leer at you. Did you just see what you were doing in my house?
What?
Gee. I mean, you entice people. You do all those. Yes, you do. You entice people, and you make people ogle at you. If you flaunt it, of course they'll look.
Well, I don't.
And you're enticing my sweet darling here. Yes, anyone can do that. Anybody can do what you're doing. They just show it, for crying out loud. You see Mrs. Peterson out there on the veranda?
Yeah?
I can use a cheap trick like that.
You cheap
Yeah, I can use. Just watch. Anyone can flaunt it. Anyone can turn anyone on. It's kind of fun.
Hello? Yeah, Dorothy, I'll tell him. Okay. Honey, that was for you.
Oh, see? See, it was for me, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was Mrs. Peterson.
Oh, I knew it. I knew
She
it.
said, if you're gonna have an attack, would you please shut the curtains?
Sonny and Cher will be right back, but if you just tuned in, welcome to the Sonny and Cher Show. If you're driving north on Route 66, welcome to Chicago.
Welcome, sports fans, to the wide world of poetry. Tonight, we have a dandy, a heavyweight poetry championship of the world. Both opponents are ready. Muhammad Ali has spent the last week reading a rhyming dictionary and listening to Rod McCoo album. While Cher Bono-Almond has sequestered herself in her Beverly Hills home, working out every day with her sparring partner, Nipsey Russell. They're ready, so let's go to the ring and our referee, Don Diphthong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 15 rounds of poetry for the heavyweight championship of the world. In this corner, the vaccine versifier, Cher Bono-Almond. And in this corner, the current champion of the world, 216 pounds of poetic power, the only man who actually did write a sonnet about an Easter bonnet, the Louisville laureate, Muhammad Ali. All right, you two. Now I want you to remember, keep your voices up and no iambic pentameter allowed. In case of a pun, go to a neutral corner. Now I want you to shake hands and come out rhyming.
When a man sees you, it's on your nose he dwells. It's actually larger than Howard Cosell's.
You know, they're filming your life story, and there's really no cause, because it's been on the screen once, and they call the film Jaws.
I love your show, and I admire your style. But Cher, you'll pay it so cheap, I won't see you for a while.
You know, I'm glad that you've turned to acting and writing, because my daughter could punch out those bums you've been fighting.
Okay, keep it moving. Watch the meter.
I view you each day, although I'm not an admirer. I always see your face on the National Enquirer.
You know, when you're through fighting, what will you do then? You can't be a ref because you can't count to 10.
That remark you just made was lower than low, just like the ratings you got when you had your own show.
Good one, Mahammad. Okay, in the corners.
You know, they say you're a giant from Maine to Montego. You're really a shrimp with a 6'3" ego.
You think you're so smart. Well, I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. It don't take much smarts to be smarter than Sonny.
Hey, that's a low blow, Mahammad. I'm not complaining.
You just got a divorce, and one fact that'll amaze you, alimony can hit harder even than Frazier.
I changed my name once, and they said I was a scamp. But a change in one's last name, I believe you're the champ.
You know, that last fight with Norton was rampant with friction. Did you win that fight, or was that science fiction? Oh, you know, you're not like you were in the old days, mister. You float like a hippo, and you sting like my sister. In your next fight with Foreman, they'll call you the broom, because old George will use you to sweep up the room.
One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks.
Well, it looks like it's all over for the champ. Cher has won. And I can't get to her, Cher. I can't get to her. She's leaving the ring now. Cher, will you give him another rematch? Will you give him a rematch?
Of course, darling, but he'll have to beat Marie Osmond first.
Well, here's Ali. Yes, here he is now. He's still a little weak and a little dazed. What happened, Mahammad?
Well, she was in great condition. I never knew she had such great couplets. I was dancing. I was on my toes for the first 4 rhymes. But then she hit me with the left quatrain. I was expecting a classical doctor. But then she came in with an anapestic rondelay. I want a rematch. I know I can beat that Marie Osmond.
Well, one last question. How did Cher beat you when you've never lost a poetry match before?
Easy. I never fought her on her own show before.
Welcome again to the 29 Studios. We are here awaiting the famous Italian film director, Vincere G. 29, a man born in an Italian bingo parlor and whose name roughly translated means, I win G29.
Get at the lion under the hairdryer now. What are you waiting for? He needs the curlers for the next scene.
Figure that pasta was all. hello, pretty lady. How you doing today?
Fine,
It's so
thank you,
nice
senor.
to see you.
It's nice
May I give you a kiss of your hand? How are you?
Thank you, I'm fine,
Ah,
senor.
it's so good to see you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Senor,
You're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. As a matter of curiosity, why are you curling a lion's hair?
Oh, when I yell at Luigi to curl the lions. Oh, because he's playing the lion. He's playing the part of Shirley Temple as a little girl.
I see. Well, why not get a little girl to play that part?
Oh, that's simple. Because the lion wouldn't have nothing to do.
Yes, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but see, 29, he makes a sense. And when there's no sense, he makes a sense out of no sense. And when I got too much sense, I trade him in for a dollar bill. You catch him?
Scusa, signor.
What do you want, Luigi? Can't you see I'm talking
I'm
to
sorry.
the little lady? What do you want?
It's very important.
Hurry up, hurry
A gunfight scene. About a gunfight scene, huh? Some stupid, he take a real bullets, he put in a real gun, huh? So I take a real gun with a real bullets, I put it in a closet,
That's good.
On a shelf, huh?
Yeah, what's
so it's
this?
safe. It's very dangerous that way. This is just a harmless water pistol, huh?
That's a good thing.
Good, huh?
That's the water pistol.
Yes.
Nice.
Maybe it was the other way around.
Now, pretty lady, I tell you about my new classic film. I have made a classic film out of Gone with the Wind.
Senor, that's already a classic film.
What are you talking? You mean that a cheapo American version? I'm a laugh. I am a laugh. I'm a laugh at that a cheap nothing picture. My film, the truth about the Civil War, I spare no expense. The battle scenes are magnificent. I'm sorry. Once in a while, I have a little trouble with American big word.
Yeah.
What's the word again?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. Yeah. Anyway, the battle scenes are wonderful. They're beautiful. And they explode across the screen.
Yes.
I do the research on this picture myself. And you know what?
No.
I did the picture where it originally happened, in Fargo, South Dakota. And I got it in the music. You know who I got it for the music?
I can't guess.
Mancini.
Henry Mancini.
No. Guido Mancini. Yeah, and he's a handsome, a wonderful guy. You're gonna love the music. He's a talented. But as if they say, the proof is in the film.
No, senor, I hate to contradict you, but they say that the proof is in the pudding.
Look, lady, you want to see the film or you want to eat it? By the way, as usual, once in a while, you might have noticed that I make a brief little cameo appearance in the film. And if you want to watch it closely, you will see if you can spot me,
you,
okay?
right? I will.
Roll them, Luigi, roll them. The film, Luigi, the film.
How gallant to carry me over the threshold.
I also carried you from the train station.
Perhaps you should have hired a horse.
I can barely manage you. How could I carry a horse as well? So this is where you live. What do you call it?
A house?
Southern mansions have names, child. What is this one's name?
Oh, Tara. That's why I call it house. I just can't stand that music.
You mean when you say Tara?
Exactly. Oh, listen, the slaves are coming in from the fields. I just love to hear their spirituals.
Cheer, cheer,
Well, what y'all colored folk been up to?
Oh, Miss Scarlett, we done finished picking all the grapes.
And stomping on them, too.
Good. Tell me, why do they call you people colored?
Because we got purple feet.
Don't be shy now. Come on and grovel in front of Mr. Rhett Butler.
Oh, Master Rhett, grovel, 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 grovel.
Excellent grovel. Why, if you had your own sand, you could open up your own sand and grovel business.
Zelda, my Aunt Bertha's visiting, so I want you to look after her, you hear? Dress her, feed her, rock her to sleep.
Oh, but Miss Scarlett, I don't know nothing about baby and no Bertha.
Now, you just do as you're told, you hear me? Run along now and don't tarry.
Yes.
I said tarry, not Tara.
Well, Miss Scarlett, you've got lots of things to do today. You got a Civil War at 1, the burning of Atlanta at 2, nervous breakdown at 3, and total surrender at 6.
Well, what happens between 4 and 5?
Oh, general sightseeing and souvenir buying.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my profound duty to announce the Civil War! The South has won the war! Doo-dah, doo-dah!
Make a note. Next time, we'll have the war outside. These rugs are a mess.
Don't worry, Scarlett. Come with me. We can start a new life in Atlanta if we're brave.
There they go, the Atlanta Braves. Well, Zelda, tell me, what are you going to do now?
I was going to stay here and rebuild. I'm going to make a place for us so that years from now, people will accept us for what we are, for good, honest, simple folk with purple feet. Yes, yes. And I'll live here forever and ever, and I'm going to call this place... I said I'm going to call this place... I'm not going to call it that anymore. I changed the name. I'm going to call it Holiday Inn.
That's close enough.
Boy, that a team of music. It says it all. That's a sad. That's a sad thing. Well, what do you think, Ali?
Senor, one little point. You see, in your film, you have the South winning the war,
That's
but
right.
in actuality, that's not the truth.
Oh, yeah? Where you think Jimmy Carter come from? New Hampshire? Now that we're on in an adult hour, I'd
Probably
like...
have something adult you want to say.
Yeah, I'd like to say something very adult and something shocking that'll have the whole country talking about us. You mind?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Surprise me.
All right, surprise. Here it is. Cotton candy is now up to 50 cents a puff.
What's adult about cotton candy?
Well, that depends on what you do with it.
Well, now you know I'm not married to him anymore.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow.
I don't know if all that's true. 'Cause you got me, and baby, 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 I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
They say our love won't pay the rent. Before it's earned, our money's all been spent.
I guess that's so we don't have a pot. But at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe.
So kind of
The other part together.
I got you, babe. I got you,
You, babe. You got it right tonight.
Thank you very much. Good night, God
Good night,
bless you.
everybody.